Okay, I'm here with KITT's legendary designer, Michael Scheffe.
That would be me. I don't know how legendary, but yeah, I'm the designer.
To answer a couple important questions that the fans have had. Number one, there seems to be a question of being inspired by Darth Vader's mask for the dash of KITT. Can you alleviate on that?
Well, you know, it's funny, because I never thought about Darth Vader's mask when we did this. The sketches, the first concept sketches for the interior actually go back to a time when I was in design school, which would be slightly before Star Wars. But I'll tell you, since Nick pointed it out to me, yeah, I can understand there's that funny shape of the wheel that makes almost like his mouth shape and so forth. Not at all conscious. I think that some of those early Kawasaki Ninjas had a certain, maybe deliberate reflection of the Darth Vader mask. But it wasn't conscious on this, I'll tell you that.
It does.
Okay, thanks so much for answering that question. Next one is a pretty debatable question. Everyone wants to know, you know, coming from the original designer, which you feel is KITT's top speed.
Well, it's funny, you know, now that you ask me, I'm trying to remember when we made the original displays, that was one of the questions Bob asked, well, how fast does this thing go?
Yeah.
And I think, just to be funny, I said something like, oh, I don't know, 300 miles an hour. And I'm trying to remember how high those numbers went to, and I believe they went to 250 or 300. So there's probably a big debate, does it go 250 or 300? And I can't tell you, because I don't remember.
In your opinion, would it break 300?
In real life, now, I don't know how much we care about real life, but there's a fellow named John Ward who made a Trans Am that went 200 miles an hour plus,
wow.
I believe. And that's real. In our world of Knight Rider, let's say maybe 250 driven by the wheels, and driven by some other force that I can't really describe right now. I guess the sky's the limit.
Okay. Do you think that in the context of the show, KITT could break 300 miles per hour using Super Pursuit mode?
Well, look, I don't want to spark any big debates here. I'm sure there'll be proponents for each possible maximum speed, and I should let these people discuss it because they probably know a lot more about it than I do. But it seems reasonable to me that the car ought to be able to go several hundred miles an hour.
Well, I mean, the theory is that in Night of the Juggernaut, after KITT's rebuilt, Bonnie says that KITT's speed has been, Bonnie tells KITT that the speed has been increased by 40%.
Okay.
Now, my theory is that KITT went a maximum of about 200 miles per hour in the first 3 seasons of Knight Rider. In the 4th season, they introduced that he could go 300 miles per hour.
Okay.
However, the dash design for the 3-4 dash has an extra 100 miles per hour in the miles bar at the top that goes to 300. One of our fans believes that KITT can go up to 420 miles per hour, and I think, well, it's kind of pushing it because even the attack kit can only go 377.
Yeah, but mankind didn't get anywhere without, you know, a dream and a belief, right? So I'm 400 miles an hour, 420. I like the idea. And if KITT went to 200 miles an hour, and then Bonnie says 40% faster, that'd be 280.
Yep.
So I think all these figures are within the ballpark. 420 is maybe a little outside my expectations, but I like the idea.
Good. All right, well, thank you so much, Michael.
Well, thank you for your patience and interest. And
thank you
good luck
for your
to everyone.
friendship, my friend.
Well, take care. Thank you. It's my privilege.